And I started going into rooms and just like, hey, this is what happened to me. Like, I know like nobody probably cares. And then I think people,
Wow. Hey girl, Ariadna. Ariana Grande. No, that's a different girl. Ariana Jacob. Going into rooms, telling a story. You know, sometimes I feel like that too. You know, maybe not on the same level. I've had a little bit of drama, but nothing like you. I'm listening to your story, I'm watching your story, I'm a little bit surprised.
I think that, so I think I got just information by starting to talk about what happened, and then that's how I met my lawyer. And I gave you only have like a year, I think, to file for defamation, and a lot of people were like, Ari, you're talented, like just forget about this. And I'm like, no, this was like 15 years of my life. I can't go back to my 20s and find a husband and get married. Like, I'm single at this point because I put all my energy into building a company, and I can never get that time back, and I can never get that time in the future. I mean, in the past, back when TikTok was exploding. You get what I'm saying? It was like all the things came together, and I'm not to say I'm never going to be able to do anything again, but what she took away was so devastating that as an entrepreneur, like, I wasn't going to let that go. And I gave myself 1 year. If you can't do anything, if you can't file the lawsuit, if you can't find anyone to represent you after a year, you got to let it go and you got to move on with your life. But I'm like, if I don't try, then I'm going to spend the rest of my life like wondering what if I did. And I'm like so grateful that I did. And for anybody else that something like this happens to, I really encourage you to like try to fight back, because if you have the truth on your side, like, you just got to try. I think.
Dang girl. You had me at hello. No, you had me at just telling your story and like saying I'm single. And I was like, wait a minute. And I was like, see, you're 37, me too. Well, actually, I'm kind of joking. I'm not joking, but here's what I'm going to say. I feel like I can relate to this because it's like I've been in a similar world, editing videos, just like her, the past 20 years. Maybe not to the same level, but no, I've been doing some stuff, and I felt like I'm I'm the kind of person that's similar to this, to Adriana, this girl. Don't want to try to say, oh, look at me. I'm not at that same level, but I've been around, and so just it's really interesting hearing her story. This was published, uploaded to YouTube today, on Viva Frei, and I didn't want to watch it because I was like, oh man, another attractive woman. But I say that because it's like I feel a little bit exhausted sometimes because I don't like looking at attractive women. Sometimes I do and I don't, because I'm at a place in my life where I feel like um, I just feel like I don't want to be pulled down by all these emotions, and feel like I don't want to get distracted and stuff, and a wide variety of things. But I just wanted to express how I feel about all this, and I feel like it's interesting, and I was surprised hearing the story of her life, how she was influenced years ago about how she wanted to make commercials and do video editing and influence people, and then how she started becoming a mediator between advertisers and influencers. I've seen myself as a person who was sort of like that, like a mediator, like her. Sometimes I've seen myself as an influencer, but not at a really high level, not at a big level, but I was getting somewhere early on, 20 years ago. I was going places. 20 years ago kind of thing, but a lot of things happened over the years, but I've been there in the world of like web design and video editing and marketing, advertising, and being a little bit of a influencer, content creator, and there's bits and pieces of different things over the years, and I've self-sabotaged myself a few times, or what have you. But I'm just brainstorming. I'm thinking out loud right now as I make this video. I'm just thinking. I find this interesting. I don't know how to put a bow on this. I didn't write any notes. I'm literally like vlogging right now. But it surprised me. And I think what I can say is there are people out there who feel devastated in life, and they're in these tough situations. It may not be like the kind of situation that I'm in. It may not be the same kind of situation that Ariadna is in. I don't know how to say her name. Maybe I said it right, but nonetheless, regardless, we end up in situations. We end up in pretty tough spots, and I relate to a lot of things that C was saying in that video. I'll include a link in the description below this video so you can watch the whole video. You want to see the whole video. It just goes on and on and on. It's a good video. It's a good episode, and you should check it out. And I was Viva, Frei. I was Robert Barnes. I was a lot of people. And then here's a new person, a new chick that you can find. And it's interesting, and I relate and empathize, sympathize a little bit. Did I say simp? I did not say simp. Sympathize. I said sympathize, not simpcast. Sympathize, empathize. I relate. Not to say that I should relate. I personally think that I do relate. Maybe not perfectly, but who does in life, But it's a devastating thing in life, like when people stab you in the back, kind of thing. And that was a situation that she found herself in. And it was like with somebody who knew her, who decided to write some kind of hit piece on her. And this kind of thing happens. People are attacked, and people are lied about. All kinds of people are. And if you're telling the truth or something, you may be attacked. And it's tough. But the good thing is you can find people who will have your back. And I really relate to the part where she was talking about how some people tell her, "Oh, you're young, and you gotta just let it go, and you gotta move on. Forget about this. Forget about the people going after you. People who are attacking you. Forget it, and move on." And I relate to it because I've been in situations, maybe not that big. Of course, not that big. I'm a little guy compared to her. And she says she's a little girl compared to bigger people. But nonetheless, in the heat of the moment, it feels pretty personal. It feels pretty crazy. Even if not a lot of people know about you, it's still a part of your life. And what are you going to do about it? What are you going to do about it? I don't know. But it's something worth talking about. Your life is still worth talking about, nonetheless. And that's kind of how I feel about it. And I enjoyed getting to know her. And there's a lot of really interesting people out there. Believe it or not, I'm still on Facebook. Why? But I may even go back onto Twitter if I can. I can try to get back onto Twitter. Try to get back onto, anywhere and everywhere. Why not? If people are there. So I'm still on Facebook. I try to stay on Facebook. Even when they throw me off, I get back. I come back. I keep coming back. And I've been running into some interesting people. And all kinds of people. Men and women, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. All kinds of people. And a lot of patriots, especially the past few years. And I say that to say, there's a lot of cool people. I don't know what I look like. Sometimes I look okay. Depending on the camera and the angle and the light. Touched by an angel. Here's what I'm going to say. I don't know what I look like. Sometimes I look terrible. Sometimes I look good. Sometimes I look okay. But it doesn't matter. Sometimes, all the time, it doesn't really matter. It doesn't matter. What matters in life is having a soul. You got your soul. If you didn't sell your soul, you got a soul. You got a soul. You can do something with it. Pass it on. Wow. Isn't that kind of amazing? And you think I should just talk forever and ever and ever and ever? I like to talk. I can seriously talk for the next 10 hours without stopping. You want me to do that right now? I feel like I want to just rehash everything. Reiterate everything I've said ever. Say it again because I like to say it again. And this time say it better. Maybe just move that little picture of Hulk Hogan and pretend Hulk Hogan is talking. What you gonna do, bro? Like that, except better. Because that was terrible. Nonetheless, there's an app for that. Just kidding. There's no app for that. Why would we make an app for that? Oh man, there's so much you can do in life, and you want to be the first to do it, but sometimes you're not. But that's okay. Like I was out there trying to make the best website ever with a friend 12 years ago, around 2010. It started then, trying to make a website. Meaomnia. That's the name of the website. Meaomnia.com. I was like, trying to make something that would compete with Facebook and be better. And perhaps it had some elements that you see now in TikTok and Instagram and Twitter and YouTube and especially TikTok. It's like I was there, kind of trying. I failed. In life, you fail. But it's like she was talking about that too a little bit, talking about TikTok and like some of those ideas of innovation, trying to bring new things to social media and being the first to do it. TikTok wasn't exactly the first to have video, but it was doing it in in a different kind of format, because it's like Facebook had some things, MySpace had some things, being like, especially MySpace had, it had some features, and it was kind of like a mini web builder, website builder, web designer thing. And I was doing that in 2009 and before that. And so TikTok was building on top of some of the other things that you would see on the internet. What am I saying? So TikTok and Instagram, and then Snapchat, and all these different websites and social media, and like they're out there, and it's like you want to be the first to bring innovation, and if you do, that's great, and that's the beauty in the free market. It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. Forget about hot women on a bees. I want innovation. I want the free market. That's right. That's something. That's something I want. More than anything else, maybe. Not more than anything, but more than communism. I mean, bad communism. I mean, is there such a thing as good communism? What am I saying? Right. That video blew my mind away. The video I was watching. Because I didn't know who she was. All I knew was, wow. Oh no. Don't want to click on this. Oh no. I don't want to click on this. Oh no. Who is this person? Oh no. This person has some stuff in common with me. Oh my god. Chrissy Mayer, you gotta go interview her. Well, that's another thing. Am I talking about her too much? Well, I want to talk about her. I want to talk about everybody. So I'm not gonna single out one person. One thing I was gonna say was, secretly, I'll tell you a secret, to Frank, to the file cabinet. Not that they would watch this video. I don't know, but I don't know. But one thing I would say is to Chrissy Mayer of the Simcast, I would say to her, you remind me of my older sister. And that's really cool in a lot of ways. So anyways, probably should make another video so that you can find this and be like, oh, okay, and do whatever you want with it, kind of thing. That's how it works, kind of, mostly. But how do I feel about that? I don't know. I need to come back and think about that. I'm thinking out loud. When you think out loud, it's like sometimes you don't know stuff. You're just like, what do you think about this? What do you think about that? And sometimes you need more time to think about it. Living in pain is a thing that people do. No pain, no gain.